So the first one is a love poem by a few poems that I wrote during the time of the pandemic. They're about loss and longing, and they are intercut with poetry by Shiv Kumar Batalavi, this poet who was alive in the mid-21st century. He was a child of partition of India, and a lot of his poetry is about longing and loss. May my silence choke your hungry ears, for blessed are the cracked. May your tongue find no words to speak of your fear, for blessed are the cracked. May you find my love but never find me, for blessed are the cracked. May you enter my body but without my song, for blessed are the cracked. May the last train refuse to take you home. May I wait for you but never come for you, for blessed are the cracked. May strangers tell you that I am in love again, for blessed are the cracked. May you build again and break again, for blessed are the cracked. After a period of unseasonable warmth, another child's hand appeared, reaching out of the mud into which his body was thrown. That very evening, 3 empty mothers melted out of a tree trunk at the depth of 200 feet. Empty fathers did not emerge until a year later. Footprints of their attackers stored in the dry riverbed. In the cursed farmlands of southern Bihar, a lychee tree exposed 14th century burial grounds containing naturally occurring human spores. A hospital in the city of Patna fell open to reveal a 5,000-year-old hailstorm. Human faces lodged in the eye of snow, eyebrows raised, teeth exposed, lips without a smile, every angry skeleton clothed as a child. In the dead township of Huda city centre, trees communicate in the cold grip of night, burnt buses in the heart of traffic, fungal networks starved of air, oil and ash in the eyes of soldiers, lungs emptied of Friday prayers. It is an epidemic of humans. Surfacing once again, remainders of hurt and all their love. Leave-taking in the Gujarat Valley. In response to the Armed Forces Special Acts that allows armed forces complete immunity in their conduct during what they can call an insurrection or an act of terror. It was getting late when the first light bulb broke. Just a small village in the dark valley, eaten up by snow. Skeletons of apples swayed in the orchard around their house. They put on their coat. She asked him to hold her last night's noon chai in their mouths, familiar and stale, perfume of the moon under his arm. He offered her his pool of jeans and a ready arc of sperm. Their goat had died yesterday in the attack. A new rooster had just one eye, and their third child was born with a cleft palate. Remember the last time we forgot to practice birth control? Yes! They accused us of surviving the occupation. A second soldier took a shot at the light bulb above their door. He offered her his teeth to bite for when the soldiers hurt her tongue. She offered him her legs to run past the broken glass on the floor. He gave her his arm to cover herself for when they forced her to undress. She almost said yes, and then the third light bulb broke. Last night to Naroda Patya, Gujarat riots 2002. Scalp of music steeped in rum, night fields of marijuana, dark melody of thunder, insects and rain. The rift in his heart like a gift. This man who tries to survive bits of meteorite that fell upon Earth millions of years ago and decided his place in the earth forever. Familiar refrain of a receding night train, body on the track, clumps of hair, hairless head, cotton sari covered in blood that once held a naked woman ravished by him and 10 others, set to the sound of holy music. Faith grew like blackened teeth when people began to disappear. In his head, a god took over. Let everything that is planned come true. Let man vent his spleen, said his master to him. Masked of saffron on his gilded knife, he speared an unborn from her distended womb and flung it high into the air, scalp of music steeped in rum. night fields of marijuana, thunder, insects, and rain rolling back in a rail-push trolley, the 10 others, some asleep, some falling on the tracks, hollering with laughter and secrets of pain. He, holding the placenta of hate in his hand, his place in the world unmoved. He can never say no to the God he birthed that night. Naroda Patya, Kandhmal, Muzaffarnagar, Gujarat, Jafrabad, New Delhi, Kashmir.